years ago, I authored a study on family philanthropy in Asia. And in that study, we made some interesting findings about the relationship of philanthropy to education. I'd like to spend a few minutes describing these findings. The study had been sponsored by UBS and led by INSEAD, where I was adjunct professor, with research support provided by Knowledge Platform. The study covered family philanthropy in 10 Asian countries and included surveys of 200 family philanthropies and in-depth interviews with over 100 philanthropists. Given the emphasis on education in Asia, it is perhaps no surprise that education was the top area of philanthropic giving across the continent. In fact, the amount of funds given to education among our respondents beat the amount of funds given to the next three sectors combined by 150%. By some estimates, this percentage contribution outstrips the percentage of family giving towards education in the United States by 175%. An overwhelming percentage of family giving towards education in Asia goes either towards provision of individual scholarships or funding of schools. And to a substantial degree, funding of schools by families goes towards schools that are operated by the families themselves. This is consistent with the trend, very strong in Asia, of family philanthropies that fund and manage their own operating entities. In the United States and Europe, there is a greater emphasis on grant-making foundations. Among our Asian respondents, a large proportion of funding goes towards controlled operations. One advantage of the Asian approach is that administrative costs are lower, but the big disadvantages are that this approach makes it difficult to find expansion funding and to concentrate expertise. And the Asian emphasis on traditional forms of giving towards education crowds out opportunities for more strategic investment. Asian philanthropy needs to more fully address questions in education such as, what is the purpose and nature of education? What is the role of government and other actors? How can we help teachers and schools to deliver more effective education? How can we leverage technology to scale education? With the low levels of investment by Asian philanthropies in advocacy and innovation, we have some way to go. Having said that, there is a lot beginning to happen in education in Asia, and philanthropies such as Lien in Singapore, Ayala in the Philippines, Benesse in Japan, Quanta in Taiwan, Pratham in India, and Sampurna in Indonesia are helping to re-envision the relationship between giving and learning. The great news is that there is strong philanthropic support for education in almost every country in Asia. But philanthropy towards education needs to become much more strategic in its orientation and much more creative in its impulse.